Continue.
My mother died when I was 12. I remember that. I was standing by her bedside when she died. I cried. That's one of my saddest parts.
What were some of the happier parts?
I don't even like to think about it.
Tell her about your happy times.
I was standing at her bedside when she died. I said, Mother, don't leave me, don't leave me. She died. I never forgot it. That's one of the saddest parts.
Tell her about how y'all used to do things. Raise rabbits.
Oh, we
Ran away to go in the parade.
raised, we had a chicken coop down the bottom of the yard, raised chickens. And we had a rabbit coop. We raised, we get a rabbit at Easter time. And so we got a couple rabbits. So pretty soon we had more than a couple. And as I grew up, my dad, we ate them.
Rabbits are tasty.
Not me, I didn't eat them.
Did it feel wrong eating the Easter bunny?
I just, you know, when you raise something like that, you're more or less like treat them, you know, with you love them.
They become part of the family.
Yeah.
Imagine how the Jews felt when they had to do animal sacrifices like once a week or something. That'd be hard, like you're killing your pet once a week.
Yeah. No, I couldn't eat those rabbits.
Mm-mm. So you ran away to be in a parade one time?
I did run away.
I mean, the circus would have been a better choice.
Down at the bottom of our yard, we went down steep, and there was a creek down there. And I used to, you run it, and that was all the way up from one side of the hill there, all the way up to the couple blocks away. And I used to be like a, what do you call it, a forest ranger or whatever you want to call it. You know, I knew that place by heart.
Mm-hmm.
All the little routes and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a creek there. But you didn't go near the creek
Why didn't you go near the creek?
because all the toilets dumped into the creek.
Ooh, gross.
There was they called it a black creek. All the toilets along that street, all their toilets dumped down into that creek.
That's nasty.
So we didn't go into the creek or swim or nothing.
Like a giant latrine.
Have a piece of toast, Michelle.
Okay. So here's a question. Why did you decide to join the Navy?
Well, I always had a desire for the Navy because they go to sea and all that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was either that or join the not join be taken into the Army, and I didn't want that. So I joined the Navy and went aboard a ship, went through boot camp, went through the boot camp training in Sampson, New York, and then I left there, and what you call it, graduated or whatever you want to call it, then you were assigned to a duty station. So the duty station I was assigned to was a ship in the North Atlantic, up in working out of Casco Bay, Maine. It was a sub chaser, submarine chaser.
For Germans?
They were looking for Germans.
Yeah. We had depth charges on board that when the troop ships were being outfitted to go across to Europe for World War II, during World War II, we would escort the troop ship so far out. We couldn't go beyond the 12 miles. Then a bigger ship would take over and escort them the rest of the way. Then we were this what I was on was a sub chaser that we would be ahead of all the ships going across. Not only ours, but there's others like ours that we would have our sonar on that would emit a ping down into the water. And it depends on the tone of the reader that was working the machine. He could tell by the different tone if there's a submarine down there, or something that shouldn't be there.
Are those underwater bombs?
And then if we picked up a ping there, see behind us then was all these troop ships taking the soldiers across the ocean. And if we got that ping, then everything more or less came to a stop, except for the sub chasers, and we'd work to find out where that ping was coming from, and then we'd drop our depth charges down, and they would explode under the water. Hopefully, sunk submarines.
Yeah.
But we don't know. But if the ping stopped, then we know we've done something, and then the ships continued on.
So it's kind of like sort of shooting in the dark to see if you hit something.
Yeah. So we could only go out so far because we weren't built to go all the way across, and then further on out there'd be the United States destroyers would meet us and take the ships across from there, and then we'd come back and wait for another round to come up.
I know you got to go to.
I enjoyed it.
Where else did you get to go besides Japan?
The what?
Where else did you get to go besides Japan? Wait, it was Japan, right?
Well, he went to Japan after the war.
Oh.
Yeah.
When he was in the Navy, he was in the North Atlantic. So when he got out of the Navy then, and we were already married and had children.
But I was working for the Civil
the Air
Service.
Force.
Okay.
And I was an aircraft engine mechanics. And,
Okay, let's say grace and then you can talk.
Sorry?
Let's say grace and then you can talk.